YouTube, what's happening? It is Thursday, May 29th, and we're going to talk about MLB first today. You can see we have a giant slate of games. We have a whopping 5 games today. We have a doubleheader in Philadelphia because the game yesterday got postponed for today. Then we got 3 more games on top of it. So we're going to talk about these games. We're going to break them down no matter how many areas we're going to look at it. So spreadsheet, props, the usual stuff. Let's go ahead and pull up how yesterday went. I need to roll pulled up. Come on. Come on, we got to review it. Let's go. Don't be shy. Gotcha. All right. This were the plays we took yesterday. We look at the game lines. We took all these plays. Smith was great until he wasn't. 3-run home run. That's all he did, though. Peralta was good in the first inning. Gave 2 walks. Altuve did nothing. Pitt crushed. Easy hit. Sandy, sadly, hit again. It's so sad for Sandy, but hey, whatever. Wheeler is now today, not yesterday. Farmer did not get an HRR. Let's see. Angels. They covered. It was a 1-0 win for the Yankees, but the Angels covered like we thought they would. And then the over. Thanks, Washington, for doing all the work by yourself in a 9-0 win. So beautiful day. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 on the day. We will take that each and every day. If you want the plays typed out for every sport I do, which is a lot of them, or you just want to access the spreadsheet so you can do your own research, go there. Simple as that. So enough of that. Enough lollygagging around. We got 5 games, so let's jump to the first one right now. All right, so before we jump into it, obviously we need to look at some weather too. So let me hit a refresh over here on the weather. Let's get a zoom out so we can see. Weather, Philadelphia looks good for both games. You can see that. And then the other 3 are actually inside. Don't have to worry about it. Nice. Good stuff. So let's think. Now, yesterday, I took Wheeler against Atlanta. It was supposed to be a different matchup. So we can see, let me go back to the schedule so you can actually see it better. There we go. There you go. Good. We can see here that they changed who's going to face who. Now they got it where Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler is going up tonight, not the first game. Sanchez, AJ is going up in the first game. So they kind of mix things up, which nice little matchup tonight. I originally was going to take Wheeler, but I will not take Wheeler in the second game of a doubleheader. One, I don't, if you're new here, I don't play doubleheaders usually because weird things happen because literally you're playing 2 games in one day. That messes with your bullpen. That messes with the fatigue levels. Baseball players, just like all athletes, are creatures of habit. You do the same thing every day. When you mess with their habit, you mess with how they do things, it messes them all up. So I don't do doubleheaders for that one reason. Some people do. Hey, by all means, you do you, boo-boo. I just don't. So I will not. I'll show you everything. So let me go and show you the odds and everything. Let's jump into it. We can see for the first game, it is Philly 154. Second game is Philly 120. So we have odds on them. 8.5, 7.5. Obviously, this is the Sale Wheeler game. This is the Shawver Sanchez game. That's it. Now look over at the spreadsheet. These are the numbers as of this morning. This will be the same for both games. This won't update between games. They only update at the middle of the night. So you can see how they've been doing. Both teams, they're both top 10 in runs. They're both top 10 in average. They're both top 10 on base percentage. Both top 10 in hits, tied at 6. And both top 10 in RBIs. That's good. So, but we have good pitchers going out there today. So let's see if I can show you some props out there. Let me go. I can do first game. Let's do the first game first. So here's Sanchez and AJ. Let's look at both of these real quick. I'm not taking these. Right now, I'm not touching these, but hey, I'm going to try to show you everything I can. So we got Sanchez versus Braves. Damn, he has been owned by the Braves, hasn't he? Home run, home. Look. Olsen has 2 home runs, but Olsen's been not doing good this, right? Olsen's 234 this season. Against lefties this season, he's 275 with 3 home runs. Here's your lefties as well. Some people have been asking for us. I got you. I hear you. Don't worry. Here's against lefties. Philly versus righties. Here you go. And then Philly versus AJ. No data. So there's your stuff. If I were to take something in this one, you could see Sanchez strikeouts over 5.5 against Atlanta, who was 18th in strikeouts now. It's no. Sanchez walks 1.5 against Atlanta, which is 11th at 3.5. Maybe not. Maybe. And AJ Smith-Shawver, 4.5 strikeouts against Philly, who's 11th in strikeouts. You see they're kind of just average down here. So personally, I would take these. So there's your first one. Let's go ahead and bump to the second one. Go back over here. Let's swap this up for the second Braves Phillies game. This is the night game. This is Wheeler versus Sale. And you can see all we have are strikeouts up here. What? Really? So I was going to take Wheeler yesterday with this number, and then you got Sale now. So let's look, both of those, again, their strikeouts are both kind of mid. If you think they're going to have one of those strikeout performances that you're good with, you might hit it. It might be a little sweaty. I'm saying it might be a little sweaty, but I mean, you can see the numbers and how they do things. Go back here. We can look at Wheeler and Chris Sale's history, at least, so we can see all that information. We go matchup, pick a Wheeler against Bravos, and you can see all the numbers. He's kind of owned the Braves in a lot of mid to low twos, or some ones. We got some home. Everybody's got home runs though. Acuna has 4 home runs. That's basically one every 11, 12 at bats, about 12 at bats. 263, 0 for 4. Okay. There's righties again in case you want to see it. Philly versus lefties. There you go. And then Philly versus Chris Sale. And you can see Schwarber has 2 home runs. No one else has home runs. And there's your data. So this game, for me, complete. Both games, doubleheader, 100% pass. But I hope you have fun playing it. I'm moving on to the next one. All right, moving on to the next one, which is going to be A's in Toronto. Currently, we have Toronto 160 with an 8.5 total. Let's look over here at the spreadsheet. We can see the numbers. The A's are doing better offensively. Toronto's they're 1-9 last 10. Toronto is 5-5. Yeah, you see, it's the bats are leading the A's, which means their pitching has been letting them down massively. So let's look over here at the props to see who is pitching today. So we changed this to A's in Oakland. This is Outlier, by the way. Link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign, get you a week for free of this whole little service right here. So we have Barrios going up against Jacob Lopez, who, let's see what Jacob's been up to this season. Jacob, 2025, he has pitched in 2 games, and earned runs, he's given up 3 and 1. He pitches 2, and he pitched 7 one-hit innings, 1 earned runs against Philly, literally 6 days ago. How many hits did you give up in that game? That's impressive. 3 hits in 7 innings against Philly, who we just saw is one of the hotter teams in the league when it comes to batting. So that's good, Jacob. Good job, buddy. Let's see. Barrios versus A's history. Not much data. Butler's got him a home run, and then that's it. Nothing else. Against righties, you can see how the A's do this season. Toronto versus lefties this season. There you go. And then against, obviously, Lopez, 1 for 3. Yeah, not much data there at all. So the A's have, dare I say, a better pitcher because of 1 game. 1 game is a lot of information, but we saw it yesterday from that one pitcher. I can't remember his name all of a sudden, but dude he had 3 games of 6.1. He did it again yesterday. Another amazing game. Yeah, he's going to become a household name here by the end of the season when he's pitching. That's like Cy Young. That's Cy Young numbers. Like, just go ahead. If he keeps doing that, go ahead and give it to him. So, let's see. Barrios. That's what I want to do. I want to look at earned runs. Earned runs. Your last 5, you're averaging 2.8 and 3 against Tampa. 2 Tampa. You do not like Tampa, do you? Tampa gets you. Other than that, you've done all right this season. So Barrios against Tampa. Note that next time they play each other. Do I dare lean the A's? Let's go over here to the bats. Let's pop up here. We want A's. Anybody popping off up here? Absolutely not. Butler and Rooker, that is it. Butler, we did have a little bit of success against Barrios, so we could take this one. He has been pretty good. Man, Butler, I took him so many times last year. Remember that little streak he had of like 18 straight? Yeah, that was beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff last season. This season, he's basically averaging 2 HR per game. That's how much he hits this number. And he has good success, right? What was your success against Barrios? You have 6 at-bats. You have 2 hits and 6 at-bats with 1 home run and a 50% strikeout rate. Okay, maybe not the best. Maybe not. But last 10, you have hit 9 straight, and then you broke your streak. So I might take that. I lean the A's, too. I'm leaning the A's a little bit. But, yeah, let's go Butler. I'm cool. We're gonna rock with Butler. Yeah, rock with Butler. So Butler over 1.5 HR. We'll take that, and we can move on to the next one. All right, next we've got Tampa and Houston. And currently we have a Houston 115, basically picking with an 8 total. Head over to the sheets, and we can see Houston's doing pretty good offensively with the bats. They're 7-3. They won 4 in a row. Tampa's also 7-3. They're kind of average with bats, but they are scoring runs thanks to their RBIs and home runs. Top 2 home run teams. Maybe some home run potential happening today. Let's take a look at who's pitching. So we got Butler, go away. We got rid of you, go away. Go away. Now we're on here. So we change this to Tampa, Houston. Currently, we got Shane Baz going up against Ryan Augusto. Baz walks has been money. Straight money. Houston, how are you at walks? 26. 26 at 2.1 a game. Ain't going to get the job done, guys. So we're not taking that one. What do we got? Shane Baz earned runs, 4 out of 5. Tampa, 5th in earned runs. Not Tampa. Houston, 4th in earned runs. So that could be a play, too. So we got potential here. He hasn't hit 5 strikeouts in 4 out of 5 games. That's sad. We gotta look at Gusto. Let's see what you've been up to, buddy. Let's see, Magusto, 7 earned run against KC, but other than that, you've been pretty good this season. You pitched 6 games. You're averaging 2.83 earned runs given up. Your innings are all over the damn place. Like you're averaging 4.1. That's not the best. Let's see, Gusto, no data. Tampa righties, there you go. Tampa's bats have been pretty decent this year. Houston versus righties, there you go. And then Houston versus Shane Pena's home run, and that's about it. A lot of nothing else. So instantly, I'm leaning the over of 8 because I like the fact that Baz has been spazzing and giving up earned runs, but then he had a good game against Toronto. But now we're playing Houston, who is a top 4 offense right now based on runs. Second in hits, fourth in RBIs. What's your hits allowed? That could be, if he has an average game based on what he's been doing, I think we get to the over 8 pretty easily. So let's look at the bats too, just to see, make sure we're not missing anything. Ooh, yeah, when you see a bunch of players with this 100, yeah, look at Bilo over here just crushing things. How are you? Hey, dude has been awesome. We almost took him yesterday for HR, and then what do you do? Home run. Yeah, of course he did. So last 10, you see what he's doing. He is on fire. Head to head. Let's see. What's your success? Let's see. We could. Yeah. No, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep it simple. I think the way we want to go is we're gonna go based on the information. We're going back to both top teams are top 5 in runs, and we're just gonna take that over of where is it at? Click it. Over 8 right here. That's what we're gonna take next. All right, last game already. Oh, it's 5 game, basically a day off is what we have really. We have Washington, Seattle. I'll tell you right now, I'm already looking at who's pitching. I already seen it. I think it's Gore. I think it's McKenzie. McKenzie's going out there today. Is that right? I think it is. Let's see. It is currently 120 Seattle with a 7.5. Interesting. Let's look at the numbers. Tell me it's McKenzie Gore pitching. Please tell me it's McKenzie Gore pitching. Second in runs for Washington, 7-3. Look at the Nats doing big things. Okay. The bats are doing well. The pitching can help. I mean, both sides are doing well. That's why we're 7-3. Seattle 5-5. Let's look at who is tossing the tater. That is going to be. It's Mackenzie Gore here against Emerson Hancock. Mackenzie Gore hits allowed has been money. What's his strikeouts looking like? 7.5. Why so high? Why? Let's look at his hits too. Gotta look at hits. Emerson Hancock hits as well, 80%, which means 4 out of 5. He has given this up. Let's come back over here to the sheet. We see Washington is 14th in hits. They are good at runs. They're good at RBIs. They don't strike out much. Seattle does strike out a good bit. That's just what Seattle does. And they're 19th in hits. So we're not going to take McKenzie hits probably. 3.5, that's pretty low. That's very low, actually. Why? Why is it so low? Oh, no, let's look. Strikeouts, he's had 9. Hell, in the last 5, he's averaging 8. And that was against Philly, Cincy, St. Louis, who doesn't strike out much, Baltimore, and San Fran. So he could potentially hit this. If he's on today, yeah, he might double digit. Seattle strikes, they swing and miss a lot. So let's look at your hits allowed. You played, man, you popped off 10 against Baltimore, then you came back. You could give up the hits. You could. This could be a play as well. And then lastly, Emerson Hancock has been giving up more hits than usual. Now you're facing Washington, who is, I'm tempted to just try to take Washington too. So you're averaging 5.2 on your 3.5. Seattle is 19th in hits, 20th in runs. They're they're below average, clearly. I don't think I want to take that just because. Hell, he should hit this though. Are they thinking if he's pitching a gem where he's not giving up 4 hits, it's because he's striking 10 dudes out. So what's the most you've done this season? 2025. You've gone up to 13 twice now against Colorado and Philly. You know what we're going to do? There's only 5 games today. I've already passed the doubleheader. I got 2 plays. I want to have like 4 plays. I'm going to do a Mackenzie Gore ladder. It might be a bad idea, but I think he's going to own Seattle today because the hits is telling me so. They think he's going to he's going to shove today. It's what they think, right? Am I crazy? That's what it seems like. So let's look at Mackenzie Gore's history. Well, there's Hancock and there's righties for Washington. Don't care about jump guy. We come over here. Lefties, Seattle. How do you do? And against Mackenzie Gore, historically, 0-2, 0-3. Got a home run for Crawford, 0-3, 0-3, 0-3. Strikeouts galore. Yeah. We're going to take a Mackenzie Gore ladder. We're going to have a little fun with it today. And when you say ladder, what do you mean? Well, If you've ever done a ladder before, welcome to sports betting. A ladder, you take the play, then you buy it to the next line and the next line, and you just go up and higher, but you reduce your volume of how much risk you put into it every time. So like if you put one unit on 7.5, you could put half a unit on 8.5. Or you could put a quarter of a unit on 9.5, or a tenth of a unit on 10.5. You see how that works? See, because it climbs, keeps going up and up and up. So, and these lines are available at multiple books for a reason. So 10.5 is 5 plus 520. See how that works? So we are going to do something of the sorts of the variety. So we're going to take Gore 7.5. I shall take Gore 8.5, but I'm just going to go straight 1% on both. I'm going to go 7, 8, 9. I think he gets a double digits today. That's my feeling. My feeling. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. If you think I'm crazy, tell me. So, but I'm going to take these three. I'm going to go 7, 8, 9. We're going to go, we should be smart. My normal one bet on 7.5. Let's go half a bet, 0.5% or half a unit, if you will, on 8.5, and then half on 9.5. That way we only invest 1 extra percent into the ladder. So we'll have those plays, and that'll give me 5 total plays in the day, which I can work with. So I don't hate that. So let me type that up. So we want Gore, Gore, G-O-R-E, over 7.5 Ks. And then we just literally want to copy this line, do it 2 more times because that's what we're going to do. And because all the way 9.5, and look, if you can get 9, you can get the 9. Yeah. I have faith. I have faith in Mr. Gore. He can do it. So we get Gore over 7, then Gore over 8.5 Ks, and Gore over, I can type it out, 9.5 Ks. We're taking all 3, baby. Don't care. Don't care. So that'll be it. We are done. Back to the schedule. Where's my schedule at? Right there. Nope. That's my schedule. Now, tomorrow's Friday. We're back to normal. We have our usual 15 games again. I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out in a nice list, or if you want access to the spreadsheet. Other than that, subscribe. It helps the channel. We're trying to grow. And I will see you Friday or tomorrow for some more MLB. Peace.